Hello everybody, welcome back to today's video. The date today is July the 9th, 2020. The remainder of this video will be filmed at a later date. But quickly before this video starts, I just want to mention something that is absolutely incredible to this channel. The most recent video, the Wario apparition, has received 75 views. For a channel with 6 subscribers, that is absolutely amazing, and I cannot thank you guys enough. This is really huge, and this is basically the building blocks of what I am about to become, and it's all thanks to you guys. For those of you who've watched the Wario apparition and haven't subscribed, please do. That allows me to see what type of content you guys want to see, and it also helps the channel out a lot. I'm also planning to start a new series, which will not go ahead until we reach at least 15 subscribers. So if we could get to 15, that would be amazing. With that said and done, this is the Monthly Australian. Hello everybody, Monthly Australian here. Today's video is going to be a little bit different from the last, because today we are talking about the Nintendo Switch and the Nintendo Labo, and answering the question, is the Nintendo Switch worth your time, effort, money, and love? If you don't want to hear any more Nintendo Switch talk, I will only be talking briefly about it, but still, if you don't want to hear any more talk about that, skip to this time frame for more information on Nintendo Labo's variety kit. With that all said and done, we're going to get started. In 3, 2, 1. The Nintendo Switch is a video game console developed by Nintendo, released worldwide in most regions on March the 3rd, 2017. It is a hybrid console that can be used as a home console and a portable device. Its wireless Joy-Con controllers with standard buttons and directional analog sticks for user input, motion sensing, and tactile feedback can attach to both sides of the console to support handheld style play. They can also connect to a grip accessory to provide a traditional home console gamepad form, or be used individually in the hand like the Wii Remote and nunchucks supporting local multiplayer modes. The Nintendo Switch's software supports online gaming through internet connectivity, as well as local wireless ad hoc, I think that's what it says, I do not know, connectivity with other consoles. Nintendo Switch games and software are available on both physical flash-based ROM cartridges and digital distribution via Nintendo eShop. The system has no region lockout. A handheld-focused revision of the system, called the Nintendo Switch Lite, was released on September 20th, 2019. Now this thing has done amazingly well, even managing to eclipse Microsoft's efforts with the Xbox One, and is on its way to eclipsing Sony's efforts with the PS4. But the reason why I'm here now is because I'm actually going to show you the 5 Nintendo Labo variety kit sets. So let's get started. So the first Toy-Con we're going to be taking a look at today is the RC car. This one is actually really smart, and as you can see, it is entirely cardboard, but if we have a look, I've brought in my sister Evie from the Ange Staley YouTube channel. You can check that out later. What this actually does is when you hit one of these buttons here, so the whole screen here is a controller, so when you hit one of these buttons here, it actually moves. Same with the other side.
It makes a little bit of noise, so it might annoy your parents. Yeah,
not perfect for nighttime activities, so please don't do this when everyone's trying to go to sleep. But the cool thing is, when this vibrates, the vibration, the HD rumble from here, goes through into the legs, which makes the thing move. Also, it should be also worth noting that tapping this button here actually opens up a whole new world of features. So there's a bell, which can start races, and there's also this little spot here. That is actually coming from this bit here on the red Joy-Con. This is the IR motion camera, which senses everything when it's recording. So if we can put this up to the screen, and go, it does need a bit of adjusting. Have a look. Oh, you probably can't see it. The IR camera isn't very good. But you can see it here now.
You can see my fingers.
There's her fingers, and they move. It's very slow camera, but also what this thing does is there's an auto switch here, and you tap that, and it automatically goes into this mode. So if we can hold it up again, have a look at where I place my hand with the IR camera. Oop. Let's go. Let's try that again. And I'm not touching a single thing at all. See? So, let's turn that one off. Quick. So, that is the RC car. Fairly simple, but really interesting. The next toy con we're going to be taking a look at is the fishing rod, which I will take out for you. So let's get up and get that one. So the second toy con is the fishing rod. So if we have a look, this is the sea where we fish. And if we bring the camera up here, this is the fishing rod. So obviously you use this one to crank. It also makes a very lovely sound as well. So you crank down. This is the right Joy-Con. As I was talking about the IR camera before, we can actually know when it's moving, which is very cool. This is also made entirely out of cardboard with a few washers holding it all together. So the only thing that's proper for it to do now is to go fish. Let's extend the rod. If we bring the camera up. This is really cool storage feature. You can extend the rod. And if we go back to the screen, let's go for a fish. So you want to get where the good stuff is, like here. This is a good one. I'm going to go one. Oh, immediately. Come on. Nice! Now you gotta lift that one up. I got a Mac reel, 43 centimeters.
And guys, it may be a little bit quieter than the robot that we showed you.
This one is perfect for
nighttime.
For nighttime. You can also turn down the volume on the side. But that's basically it. So the third toy con, I believe, is the house, which we will go and get for you all now. So the third toy con is the house. This is it here. We're not going to be, the next toy con, which I believe is the motorbike, will be the last one we use one of these. From now on, everything will be censored through here. This one is actually really interesting because if you have a look at one of these, you'll see that there are some stickers on it and on the bottom here as well. There's one here as well. They're actually all different patterns. What they do is that the IR motion camera on the bottom of this can actually see everything in the kits. So, say if I put this one in, it would read it. And I'd be cranking it and it would be doing good. So the house is kind of a pet simulator, I'd say. Also, you can see this one is also a tap, which you can flood the house with. It magically disappears as soon as you do it. Now this one is a button which you can instantly change from day to night. Today. You get it? So, also inserting two at once will play you might be able to be lucky enough to play a game like this. You gotta avoid the bombs. No. I suck. That's Archie, you suck. So that's basically the whole premises of this. It's absolutely incredible. There's even one down the bottom here as well. So let's go get the motorbike now and see how that one works as well. Okay, so the fourth Toy-Con here is the motorbike. As you can see, we've got the standard controls for the Joy-Cons on either side. We also have an extension here, which you could use like that. I prefer to use the extension. How it works is you've got to put it on your belly and ride around. Also, there's a headlight. If we switch it around, there's a headlight there, which is just for show. And a cool feature is that inside here, there are rubber bands that make the accelerator do what it is. If you use a motorbike, you'd be familiar to this one. Let's jump straight into a game. Let's try the beginner one. It also checks the Toy-Con, so we have to twist the right handlebar to start. Now you got to use that bit to start the engine. I'm not going to try drifting because it's really risky. You can also lift the front wheel up to do a mono. And bang. So as you can see, I've done this before. So that's basically the motorbike. Now we're going to move on to the final Toy-Con, which is the piano. Alright, and the fifth and final Toy-Con is the piano. Now again, just like with the house, there's all these different patterns. As you can see, I've stuffed them up. But what they do is take the number 2, for example, you put this one in, and back here, again with the IR motion camera from the bottom of the red Joy-Con, it sees everything from inside here. So now it's a cat version. It's not the most accurate thing in the world. But plugging this out would just get you to the standard toy piano. So yeah, also really cool is these things. So this is a card here, and it's these little ripples on it are very, very effective because once you plug them in and you press this button down here, occasionally it will drop out. It's setting the frequency effect. See? I'll probably get a still image of that up right now. But that actually gives you a frequency effect. It's really, really wacky and funny. Also, in this mode, there's also a thing called... No. Also a thing is another app for Joy-Con called Studio. This one is where we actually use this one as a baton. So you use this to swing it around, as you will see. So what you would do with this and it changes frequency. As you can see, I've already recorded stuff. Leave it still for a few minutes, for a few seconds, sorry. Just leave it still for a few seconds and it will return back to normal. Now again, using the card up here, it will scan the card, will generate the sound, because this isn't a frequency effect, it is actually a genuine sound. And it sounds like an old 8-bit sort of thing. So, and also another cool thing is on the side here, there's actually a switch. You can use this to switch between octaves. Ooh. Yeah, don't want to hit that one too high. But that is technically it. And these two are just, as you would have guessed, pause and play buttons that also use the stickers that the IR motion camera picks up. So, to answer the question, we will have to go back to the hub over there and tell you if it is worth your time, money, effort, and love. So let's head over there right now. Okay, so let's answer the question. Is the Nintendo Switch worth your time, effort, money, and love? And for me, the answer is yes. Not only because of the multiple ways to play the Nintendo Switch, and also the Nintendo Labo set, which is now reaching its 4th edition with the VR kit. It's also because of the game library and how amazing the library of the games are. From Super Mario Odyssey, Super Mario Maker 2, not to mention Splatoon and a fair few others. This is one of the best systems of all time, and I definitely think you should invest in it. But with that said and done, that's going to wrap up today's video. Thank you all for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Until then, this has been the Monthly Australian.